Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this session of Sahaj Meditation. This is Asim joining from St. Louis. Hope everyone is doing okay today. So, just a little bit outline about this session. Without having much introduction, we'll straight away move on to balancing of our left channel and the right channel, and then if the time permits we can try the cleansing of one of the energy centers, which is the first one, the lowermost one. There is a chat box on the web page, so after the session if you have any questions, please feel free. And alright, so with this we begin the session. Very slowly, let's close our eyes. And let's keep both the hands open on our lap, hands being open and the palms facing skywards. Let's start with trying to observe or focus our attention on the breathing process. That is, we breathe in very slowly, hold the air in for a few seconds and then release it. The purpose is to start taking our attention inside. If there are any thoughts coming to the mind, we can just say, not now, after 30 minutes. So let us place our right hand towards the earth. If you are sitting on a chair, you can place the hand towards the earth symbolically, because we can't touch the earth while sitting on a chair. And if you are sitting on ground, it's very nice to keep our hand on the earth, on the ground, on the floor. It's important to move slowly through the steps in meditation. So we should be very observant, very attentive towards each and every step we do. Like once we have placed our right hand on the earth, while the left hand stays open on the lap, we just try to observe if we feel something on both the hands or elsewhere in the body. So now we are going to clear our left channel. So for this, it's good to understand a little bit at a high level what left channel is, what does it signify, and then what blocks it, so that we know what we are going to clear. So left channel, as we might have some idea, is the channel of emotions, is the channel of memories, is the channel of past, and laziness, a lot of thinking about the past, excessive emotional temperament, behavior, and inertia. These are the things which primarily block our left channel. Now, inertia is, in very broad terms, something like which doesn't want us to change. Inertia is that fixed kind of ideas with which we want to live our life and don't want to expand ourselves into a broader being. So this left channel is like a brake within us. It makes us slow. So for cleansing of left channel, we can request. Now it's important to understand who we are requesting to. It's actually the energy within us, the autonomous energy, which we call as Kundalini, which is situated at the sacrum bone within us. Now we are requesting to this energy, which actually has the power to cleanse our system, kindly purify my left channel. Once we have made this request, after that we simply have to observe what do we feel on both the hands or elsewhere in the body, just like watching a TV. Kindly remove all the negative emotions of my left channel. kindly take away all those habits and all those desires which take me downward in the life, through which I harm myself. Kindly remove all such desires and all such emotions. Kindly help me get rid of all the inertia generated by my left channel. And in the last, for the left channel again, we can say once more, kindly remove all my impure desires and please awaken all the good desires, all the pure desires within me. If during the meditation someone feels lesser vibrations on the left hand, now vibrations means the cool air that we feel on the top of our hands. If someone feels lesser usually on the left and more on the right, means left needs some energy, so they should probably spend a little more time on the cleansing of their left channel, just the way we are doing right now. One last time for the cleansing of left channel, we can say, kindly remove all the obstacles of my left channel into the earth. Now we can slowly bring the right hand back on the lap. Now with both the hands on the lap, in few seconds we'll start cleansing of the right channel. But before that, a couple of important things. One is, whilst we are clearing these channels out, it's possible that one might feel a little bit of pain or the hand gets tired keeping in one position. So please feel free to change the position for a few seconds and then put it back in the cleansing position, because it's important that our attention is not on the bodily discomfort, rather it's totally inside. And secondly, when we are in the process of cleansing either left channel, right channel, or an energy center, also known as chakras, then what we have to do is just observe, just keep observing what do we feel on the hands, on the feet, on the body, because this energy, this kundalini within us, this works through our central nervous system, the nerves, so we might feel different kinds of sensation. So it's important not to let our attention wander here and there, and instead just keep it focused. It might be a little difficult in the beginning, but as the cleansing is more and more cleansing takes place of our channels and the chakras, it keeps becoming easier. So now, with the right hand staying on the lap, let's raise the left hand towards the sky, such that the height of our left hand center of the palm is at the level of our eyes or our nose, and the palm of the left hand is facing towards our face, as if we were holding a little mirror in the left hand and trying to see our face into it, but eyes will stay closed. Now this is for cleansing of right channel, which is the channel of heat, which is the channel of aggression. Usually after a long day, a tiring day at work, or after a lot of thinking, tensions, worries, pressure, we exhaust our right side, or sometimes overheat the right side. So it's important to get rid of this heat so that we feel fresh, we feel energetic for rest of the evening and as well as the next day. So for this we can request to our Kundalini energy, kindly remove the excess heat of my right channel into the sky. Kindly help me let go of all the anger, excess ego, and excess heat of my right side and my overactivity into the sky. Kindly awaken the powers of creativity and the power of action in my right channel. Again, if the left hand feels tired, please feel free to bring it back for a minute and then raise it back again. We don't have to strain ourselves in order to achieve relaxation. Kindly remove the excess heat of all the chakras of my right side as well as the excess heat of my liver into the sky. Now, another important aspect to be understood about the right side is the attention, the focus, the power of focus, the awareness. Now, our liver is kind of seat of our attention. So if there is a lot of heat on the liver, or we keep thinking all the time, the attention is busy with processing that stuff, we can say. So, and also if we have a lot of things to do, if we worry a lot, if we think a lot, if we have a big to-do list, then what happens is we create burden, we create load on our attention. So in order to relax ourselves and have more and more of our attention available for the present moment, we have to free up our attention from some of those things. So what we can request is, again, to our Kundalini energy, kindly relieve my attention of all the unnecessary burdens and loads. Kindly remove the excess worries and excess thoughts from my attention. and kindly purify my attention. Kindly take away the excess heat and all the problems of my second and third energy centers. Now those energy centers have Sanskrit names, so if you can understand or just remember, it's good. If not, that's fine. So second center is called Swadhisthana. For today we can just say once. Kindly remove the excess heat and all the problems of right side of my Swadhisthana chakra, or you can say second chakra. Then we can bring the hand slowly back on the lap. Now with cleansing of left and the right channel done and both the hands on the lap, let's try to focus our attention on the central channel. Central channel is the one that connects to our central nervous system, and it's neither like going into the past and nor like going into aggression mode or in future. It's about being in present, being thoughtlessly aware. So here, for expanding our attention or our awareness about this center, we can request to our Kundalini energy, kindly awaken the power of evolution within me, actually which is the power of this center. Kindly awaken the qualities of peace and balance within me. Now, as the last step for today's session, let's raise our right hand, stretch the palm, stretch the center of the right hand, and let's place it on the top of our head. Now, top of our head is very important. It is the position of 7th and one of the most important energy centers within us. So what happens is, if we do not take proper care of this center, it gets hardened, it gets calcified, So it's difficult for us to feel what we call in terms of meditation as vibrations, which is the cool or the warm air that we feel. So what we try to do is we stretch our right hand with the palm downwards. We place the right hand on the top of our head and move it while pressing it a little hard on the skull. Move the skin of the top of our head on the skull in the clockwise direction few times, 7 times usually. And every time we rotate, we move our hand, we rotate our hand, we can request to our energy to kindly strengthen our self-realization, or kindly strengthen our meditative state. Once done, we can raise the same right hand few inches above the head and try to observe if we feel slight cool or warm air coming out of our head. Once we are sure whether we felt it or not, we can bring the right hand back on the lap and check the same thing with the left hand. Again, once we are sure, we can bring the left hand also back on the lap. Now, if someone felt cool or good on the left hand and warm on the right hand, this usually means your right side, your right channel is kind of depleting in energy, so that needs to be taken care of. So if there is a lot of hot air on the right hand, you can spend more time while cleansing the right channel. Or even if it doesn't become very good, then sometimes what one can do is take few cubes of ice. You can put it in a Ziploc and then just place it on the position of our liver for a few minutes after, like in the evening, usually after you come back from work, from office, or from a stressful situation. And then after a few minutes, usually the heat of liver is taken out, the attention calms down, and our right side becomes better. So this is one way to do it. And those who don't feel anything on the left hand, or feel only warm, or feel tingling on the left hand, numbness on the fingers of left hand, burning sensation, pinching, pricking, all these kind of things on the left hand, while meditating, they can keep a candle in front of them, a lighted candle, because what happens is the left side has a lot of inertia kind of thing. So the light of candle, when we keep in front of us while meditating, that helps, because it is a natural element, so that helps open the left side up. So this was about for today's session. Thank you very much for joining us. And before we leave, if you have any questions, there is a chat box to your right. It will be open for next few minutes, and you can type your questions there. And also we encourage everyone to attend the local classes in your area, because of course it's convenient to attend online, but with the local classes, with the face-to-face interactions, it's much easier for the instructor to see how you are doing and then advise you if there are any corrections to be made. It's much easier that way, and also we benefit a lot just by being there, interacting with the people in the group. So hope everyone was able to meditate well, and thanks again. Have a good night.